What is up, everybody? I wanted to come to you guys with this video. This is being reported by 411 Mania that WWE has offered Kenny Omega a fantastic offer. Now, I don't know how true this is, but if WWE has offered money to Kenny Omega, I think he needs to take this offer. But I think Kenny Omega could either go to WWE or All Elite Wrestling. I think he could make a jump to either one of the two. Now, I don't know what Kenny Omega's choice is going to be. I don't know what he's going to do. But if Kenny Omega is going to make a choice, he needs to make the right one. I don't know where he's going to go. I don't know what he's going to end up doing, but I think Kenny Omega being offered money by the WWE is really a good thing. I think that's really the best thing for him right now. But I think another thing is too, All Elite Wrestling could make a challenge to WWE for Kenny Omega too. I think that could happen too as well. I think All Elite Wrestling could have their hands in the pot for Kenny Omega too. I think that could be another thing that happens too. I think All Elite Wrestling could, they could offer Kenny Omega a bigger deal than what WWE has offered him as of right now. So I think there's going to be two sides that are going to be fighting for Kenny Omega. One, WWE is going to be offering money to Kenny Omega, and the other, All Elite Wrestling is going to be offering money to Kenny Omega as well. So this is huge, guys. I don't know where Kenny Omega is going to end up or what his choice is going to be. But I think WWE offering a big-time money contract to Kenny Omega is really awesome. I think that's really cool of WWE because I know the WWE does want Kenny Omega. I know they do. I know they're trying to land Kenny Omega. I know they're trying to land him right now. I know they are because they need a big name to fill in for Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. So I think WWE is trying to land Kenny Omega, and I think they're trying to bring him on into the WWE. I think WWE really wants Kenny Omega really badly. But what I'm thinking is All Elite Wrestling is watching this, and they're saying, you know what, we can make a deal. We can make a run for Kenny Omega too, and give him a big offer, just like WWE is doing right now. So I think there's going to be two big money players involved for Kenny Omega. One is going to be the WWE, and the second is going to be All Elite Wrestling. That's going to be the second one that makes a big money offer to Kenny Omega, because I know the first offer is going to be from WWE. They're going to give Kenny Omega a big money offer. So I think there's going to be two big players to be involved with Kenny Omega. One, WWE. Two, All Elite Wrestling. I think these two are going to come head to head to see who can land Kenny Omega. And I think he might end up signing with either one. Will Kenny Omega sign with WWE? I would like to think he would. I don't really know for sure. I don't know where his heart is. I don't know what his decision is going to be. But if I was Kenny Omega and if I was put in Kenny Omega's position, I would think about WWE. I really would. But on the other hand, if I was Kenny Omega, I would think, well, WWE's not really utilizing their talent, and they're not using people to the best of their ability. So would I really want to go to WWE and be wasted away? That's what I would be thinking about too. And if I was All Elite Wrestling, I would try to make Kenny Omega a deal too. Because I know All Elite Wrestling wants a big name like Kenny Omega. I know they do. Because they just signed the Bucks. They just signed Brandy Rhodes. And they just signed Britt Baker. So if All Elite Wrestling wants a big name, they're going to go after Kenny Omega because he's a big star. And on the other hand, WWE is going to go after Kenny Omega too because Kenny Omega is a big star and WWE really wants Kenny Omega too. Just like I know All Elite Wrestling wants Kenny Omega as well to be on their roster. Because they, like I said, they just signed Brandy Rhodes, they just signed the Bucks, and they just signed Britt Baker. So I think both sides are going to be in play for Kenny Omega. I think WWE is going to be a big offer for Kenny Omega, and I think All Elite Wrestling is going to be a big time player for Kenny Omega's time as well. So I think we're going to have a little competition between WWE and All Elite Wrestling to see where Kenny Omega will end up, to see what his choice will be, where he will land. And I think Kenny Omega could either go to WWE or he could end up going to All Elite Wrestling. I think that could be one of the two big players he could go to. But like I said, if I was in Kenny Omega's shoes, I would be like, well, if I go to WWE, if I was in Kenny Omega's shoes, I would be like, well, are they going to use me to the best of my ability, or are they just going to let me waste away and not have any plans for me and just put me in stupid segments every week? And how long am I going to be on the road? I mean, that's another thing too for Kenny Omega with WWE is how long is he going to be on the road? What matches are they going to have him doing? What kind of segments are they going to have him doing? Are they going to use him to the best of his ability? Are they going to just waste him away like they've done a Sasha, a Bayley, a Andrade Cien Almas, a Rey Mysterio, a Sanity, a Nikki Cross, a Asuka, a Becky? Are they gonna waste these talents? Are they gonna waste Kenny Omega's talent like they've done with every other talent that's come up from NXT that has shown promise? So Kenny Omega, I know he's thinking about that. I know Kenny Omega is thinking about that. Are they going to use him to the best of his ability? Are they going to give him the big money offer that he really wants? Are they going to give him the big matches that he really wants? Are they going to treat him like a big-time deal in WWE? Or are they going to let him just waste away? That's one thing I know Kenny Omega is thinking about, because if I was him, I would be thinking about that as well. And if I was All Elite Wrestling, I would be like, you know what? Since WWE is making a run for Kenny Omega, why not stir the pot and put our name into the hat for Kenny Omega as well? I think All Elite Wrestling could make a run for Kenny Omega too. I think they could be another big name in the hat for the company of Kenny Omega. I think that could be something that could happen. I think WWE could be in the hat for Kenny Omega. I mean, where's he gonna go? Is he gonna go to All Elite Wrestling, which that could be a prime position for him to be the head leader over there for that roster? Or is he gonna go to WWE and be Vince's guy over there? Is Vince going to use Kenny Omega in the right way? Or is All Elite Wrestling going to stir the pot and be like, you know what? We're going to drop our name in the hat and see if we can't get Kenny Omega and get him on our side, because we've already got the Bucks, we've got Brandy Rhodes, we've got Britt Baker, so why not go after Kenny Omega? I mean, if I was All Elite Wrestling, I will put my name in that hat for Kenny Omega services too. So what I'm thinking is, one offer could be from WWE. That could be a big time thing. Or Kenny Omega could go to All Elite Wrestling with a big money contract. That could be another thing too. And that could be a big name for All Elite Wrestling, because like I said, they got the Bucks, Brandy Rhodes, and they just signed Britt Baker. So I think that could be another big name for All Elite Wrestling. If they do sign Kenny Omega to their roster, that could be a really big name for them as well. So there are two big players right now in the running for Kenny Omega. One is the WWE. Two is All Elite Wrestling. So there are two big time players right now that are going back and forth for Kenny Omega services. One, like I said, is WWE, and the other is All Elite Wrestling. Now, what will Kenny Omega do? Will he go to WWE or will he go to All Elite Wrestling? Where will he go? What will his decision be? I don't know. If I was Kenny Omega, I would think about WWE's offer. But on the other hand, if I was All Elite Wrestling, like I said, I would throw my name in the hat too to get Kenny Omega services too. That way we can land Kenny Omega as well. I think there's going to be two. I think there's going to be a head-to-head competition between All Elite Wrestling and WWE to see who can land Kenny Omega and see what the money offer is going to be from both sides. I think both sides are going to offer Kenny Omega big time money for his services to have him on both of their rosters. I think Vince McMahon is going to be one that is gunning for Kenny Omega, and I think another company that is going to be gunning for Kenny Omega is All Elite Wrestling. I think those two companies are going to be gunning for Kenny Omega to use him for both of their rosters and give him their big money contracts. I think we're going to have a little head-to-head competition between Vince and All Elite Wrestling to see if they can land Kenny Omega and bring him into their and fit into their rosters. I think, if either one could land Kenny Omega, that's going to be huge, because I think if All Elite Wrestling lands Kenny Omega, that's going to be huge, because they already have the Bucks, they have Brandy Rhodes, they have Britt Baker, and I would love to see Kenny Omega in the WWE. Don't get me wrong, man. I would love to see Kenny Omega be in the WWE, man. That would be great, man. Could you imagine Seth Rollins versus Kenny Omega? Brock Lesnar versus Kenny Omega? Dean Ambrose versus Kenny Omega? Kevin Owens versus Kenny Omega? You could do so much with Kenny Omega in the WWE, man. That's one thing WWE really needs to think about, is how they're going to treat Kenny Omega. Are they going to give Kenny Omega what he wants? Are they going to give him that big money opportunity? Are they going to treat him the right way? Are they going to have him on the road all the time? What matches are they going to have him doing? And and another thing, All Elite Wrestling could bring their name into it and be like, you know what? We're not going to let WWE steal Kenny Omega from us. We're going to throw our damn hat in the ring, and we're going to fight WWE for Kenny Omega. I think that's another thing that could happen too. I think All Elite Wrestling could be like, you know what? We're not losing to WWE. We're not losing Kenny Omega to WWE. No way. We're not letting that happen. So I think All Elite Wrestling is going to be another big name that could be on the site for Kenny Omega too as well, and to see if they can bring him in on their roster as well, along with WWE. One of these two are going to bring in Kenny Omega. I think it's going to be a big time fight between All Elite Wrestling and WWE to see where Kenny Omega goes. I hope he makes a good choice. Like I said, if I was Kenny Omega, I would think about WWE's offer, and I would also think about All Elite Wrestling to give me an offer also. I would be thinking about that if I was also Kenny Omega, because these two right here are going to be two major factors in where you go and what your choice is going to be. So is Kenny Omega going to land on WWE, or is he going to put his money on All Elite Wrestling? Now that's a big choice to make, man. Kenny Omega has two tough choices to make, man. Is he gonna make a choice for WWE and Vince McMahon, or is he gonna make his choice on All Elite Wrestling, where they already got the Bucks, Brandy Rhodes, and Britt Baker. So is he going to end up over there, or is Kenny Omega going to end up in WWE with Vince McMahon and the way, and what we'll see, man. I mean, I don't know what Kenny Omega is going to do, man. I don't know where Kenny Omega is going to end up. I don't know what his choice is going to be. But all I know is Kenny Omega has two really tough choices, man. One, he's got a tough choice between WWE, and the other is All Elite Wrestling. Kenny Omega has got two tough choices, man. So if I was Kenny Omega, I would take my decision wisely, because one, you could go to WWE and make tons and tons of money. Or you could go to All Elite Wrestling, man, like I said, because they already got the Bucks, they got Brandy Rhodes, and they already got Britt Baker. So I think WWE and All Elite Wrestling are going to go head-to-head for Kenny Omega's services, man. I think these two companies are going to go one-on-one to see who can land Kenny Omega and what his decision will be, to see if one or the other can persuade him to go to WWE or All Elite Wrestling. I think these two companies are going to be in competition for Kenny Omega. I think these two companies are going to be in a dogfight over Kenny Omega to see which one can land Kenny Omega and give him that best offer. I think Kenny Omega I think he's got some big time thinking to do. I think he's got some choices to make. And I think, the money is there with WWE. But I also know the money is there with All Elite Wrestling as well. So I think Kenny Omega really needs to make a really, he needs to sit down and think about where he's going to go. Because now there's going to be two major high rollers in play for his services. One, WWE, and the other is All Elite Wrestling. Those two companies are going to be in a dogfight for him. So if I was Kenny Omega, I would make my decision wisely, and I would sit down and think about this and where I'm going to go. Because one, we know Vince is already trying to make a deal with Kenny Omega. We know this already. This is why I'm saying this is a video that is being reported by 411 Mania that WWE has offered Kenny Omega a fantastic idea. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that Kenny Omega might go to WWE? Or do you think he will go to All Elite Wrestling? Leave it down in the comment section of this video. I want to talk to you guys about it. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this as well. I mean, this is just a rumor as of right now that WWE has offered Kenny Omega a fantastic deal in WWE. This is being reported by 411 Mania that WWE has given Kenny Omega a fantastic offer. Now, I don't know what this offer consists of, but I think another big name that could be in the hat for Kenny Omega is All Elite Wrestling. They could be in the hat for Kenny Omega as well. So I think there's going to be a lot of competition between Vince and All Elite Wrestling to see which one is going to land Kenny Omega and on where he goes and on what his decision will be. So do you guys think Kenny Omega will go to WWE, or do you guys think Kenny Omega will swerve and go to All Elite Wrestling? Now, I think Kenny Omega could either go to WWE, or I think he could go to All Elite Wrestling, because I know All Elite Wrestling wants Kenny Omega. And I know Vince wants Kenny Omega as well in the WWE. So I think these two big names are going to be in a big dogfight over Kenny Omega for his services. I know WWE's already made an offer to Kenny Omega. And I know All Elite Wrestling is going to be in a dogfight with WWE for Kenny Omega's services as well. This could be another big thing that could be in the play for in the play for Kenny Omega. I think these two companies are going to be in play for Kenny Omega over the next couple of days. I mean, if I was Kenny Omega, I would think about WWE's offer, but I would also look at All Elite Wrestling too. That would be another thing. If I was Kenny Omega, I'd be like, well, I could go to All Elite Wrestling as well, or I could go to WWE and take that offer Vince has offered me, and go to WWE. Now, I don't know what Kenny Omega is thinking. I don't know what his decision's gonna be, but I know right now, as of right now, there are two big high rollers in play for Kenny Omega. One is WWE and Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and the other is All Elite Wrestling. These two are in the play for Kenny Omega's services. They both want Kenny Omega. They are both offering big money contracts to Kenny Omega. So I think Kenny Omega's got a tough choice to. I think Kenny Omega has a tough choice to make, man. I don't know where he's gonna go or what his decision is going to be, but I think Kenny Omega is gonna. I think he needs to sit down and really think about: is he gonna go on Vince? Is he gonna go to Vince McMahon in WWE, or is Kenny Omega gonna go to All Elite Wrestling and be the head leader for that promotion on that side? So are we gonna get Kenny Omega in the WWE, or are we gonna get Kenny Omega for All Elite Wrestling? Those two high rollers are gonna be in play for Kenny Omega within the next couple of weeks. These two companies are going to be in a major dogfight for Kenny Omega and to offer him big money contracts. I think both brands are going to offer Kenny Omega big time money for his services. I mean, like I said, it's already being a rumor that WWE has offered Kenny Omega a fantastic offer. So what do you guys think about that? Leave that down in the comment section below of this video. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I want to talk to you guys about it as well. And do you guys think that Kenny Omega could either end up going to WWE, or do you guys think Kenny Omega will end up going to All Elite Wrestling? Do you guys think that could happen? So leave that down in the comment section below too, about where do you guys think Kenny Omega will go? Do you think he will go? Do you think he will go to WWE, or do you guys think he will go to All Elite Wrestling with the two big money contracts that both brands are offering him as of right now, that are in play for Kenny Omega as of right now? So let me know about that down in the comment section below this video. I want to hear what you guys have to say on where do you guys think Kenny Omega will end up and where he will go. Like I said, do you guys think Kenny Omega will go to WWE with this fantastic offer that he has gotten from WWE, or do you guys think that Kenny Omega will end up going to All Elite Wrestling to be a major promotion on their brand? So let me know about that down in the comment section below this video. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, and I want to talk to you guys about this as well. So right now, there are two big names in play for Kenny Omega. One is WWE, and the other is All Elite Wrestling. These two are in a major dogfight for Kenny Omega. Now, what will Kenny Omega do? Will he go to WWE, or will he go to All Elite Wrestling? Because like I said, All Elite Wrestling already has Britt Baker, they got the Bucks, and they got Brandy Rhodes. Will Kenny Omega go to All Elite Wrestling to be on their promotion, or will Kenny Omega end up going to WWE after WWE has made Kenny Omega this fantastic offer? What do you guys think about that? Leave it down in the comment section below. I want to talk to you guys about it. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this as well. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I wanted to come to you guys with this video. So it is being reported by 411 Mania that Kenny Omega has been offered a fantastic deal by the WWE. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys like this video on Kenny Omega, hit that thumbs up. If you guys like my YouTube channel, please hit that red subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. I got more news coming for you guys later on today. So stay tuned on my YouTube channel for more news that I have coming your guys' way today. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys later on today. I got 2 or 3 more videos coming for you guys. So stay locked to my YouTube channel for those videos that I will be uploading today for you guys. So keep your eyes on my YouTube channel for that. And thank you guys for watching. You guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later on today. I got more news coming for you guys. Talk to you guys later.